Yeah, welcome to the stream. The intention is to finish Ghost Trick today. We've gathered on a Sunday afternoon. Early afternoon. And I assume this is not going to take me all afternoon. But I've been proven wrong in the past. Again, apologies for my performance in the last stream. As far as puzzle solving goes and whatnot, and my reaction towards my poor performance last Ghost Trick stream. Puzzles are just a tricky thing on games, you know? I think if I had, you know, I was going to say one weakness, but I always say one weakness, and I have multiple weaknesses for sure. Because every time I say one weakness, and then I say a different thing. So there's multiple weaknesses. But, like, damn, I get not easily frustrated, might not be the right term, but, like, when a puzzle game specifically doesn't, doesn't make itself obvious. Not that I don't think you shouldn't be able to, like, struggle in a puzzle game or something. But I don't know. I have very strict, like, if I feel as if, like, I'm being cheated by a puzzle game, that's when I get upset. Upset is maybe the right word. Not, like, gamer rage upset, but just, like, you know, just upset. Also, I was thrown off. I only just now remembered. But in the last stream of Ghost Trick, like, I was streaming at night, and like I said, I heard someone outside my door, and then I was thrown off the whole rest of the night. You try to solve puzzles when there's someone that you just hear, like, a voice outside your door, your front door. You know what I mean? No one would be able to come back from that. It's amazing I solved anything. But yeah, we're here to finish Ghost Trick hopefully tonight, or today. This afternoon, not tonight. It's not night. And I don't think it's going to take us all afternoon. And so, we're then probably going to attempt to try to finish Super Scout as well. So we'll finish, in theory, both Ghost Trick and Super Scout today. A couple of finales. Higurashi Chapter 7 finished last night. So that's 3 technical finales within a weekend. Isn't that crazy? So what, do I have 2 or 3 chapters left, maybe? Let's go. What awaits? Chapter 16. Here we go. Gotta get into reading mode. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Hello? This is Jowd. Sissel, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. It was dark. Is there something being hidden from me? Well, you'd better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. I love how I've given him now a 3rd different voice at least. It's slightly different than the one I was using last time. At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go. A single telephone line connects me and the other Sissel, but that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. Oh yeah, it's the fucking submarine. And I just reached the center of the web. We're in the water. Welcome to the Ooooooo. Detective Jowd. Ah. My detective sense must have gone rusty. Didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. God, Jowd is a large man, and then standing next to this other, even larger man? Crazy. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind. Egad, never thought you'd track us here. Is this the voice I gave him, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate? And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine, eh? But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Ooooooo was going to surface, confound it. We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. This animation again. Is it not gonna show me? I don't know. It's just something about it is so funny to me. It's just a normal ass animation of the chair moving, but like just the limp body just kind of like brrr, like so soon after he gets shot. It's just there's something about it that just tickles me. I can't get over it. I've talked about it like 15 times. I feel like. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. I have a little something for you. Cabanela has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver, made to look like a pocket watch. Yes, Inspector Cabanela. I hear he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where's that man in red? I know he's on the submarine somewhere. Oh, Cecil, you mean? Oh, he was in the chair the whole time. You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. I'm telling you, it's got to be Ray. I can't be wrong about this. We're gonna see the fucking Pixar desk lamp, like, just around the room or something. Something like that, I don't know. His shell, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely right about now. He's controlling your daughter. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please let her go. Bah! There's something our nation needs. Cecil has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Cecil has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Oh, whoa, that looked... I was confused there by a second. Our nation has already researched it. I thought... This product that Cecil has to offer, the source of his powers. Ooh. What? What in the world was that? The Temsic fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Cecil is concluded as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? Tisk. What a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell. No. Okay. Yeah, sure. What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd, where did he go? What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I'd better find them, and fast. Let me think. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? Wait, who is this? So you're here, huh? It's Missile! The best character. Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. With my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say, I don't think it can. Why'd I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together. You got it! Alright, dog power's back. The telephone is ringing. Wow! It's Miss Camilla, I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me. I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing. You bet! Before it stops ringing. I can't reach anything. Baseball, emergency light, basketball. Lots of balls down here. Basketball. Valve. Hello? Hello? Miss Camilla? Hello? It's no use. This black hello just doesn't like me. Just create a path for me, Missile. I'll come right over. I just wanted to do that for the hell of it. So what would I want? Yeah. I was thinking of sacks and I couldn't think of a thing. I'm hurrying. God. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. Got a bad feeling about this. Sissel, look! That black hello! It came off the hook! Uh-oh. Better answer it fast. Oh, I'm just hitting random buttons. Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel. Where are you? Somebody please answer. Guess she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is... She said Lynn. Miss Lynn? We better hurry. Let's go, Sissel. Go. Why would I want to stay? Go. It's no use. Nobody's answering. Miss Camilla and Miss Lynn. Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sissy, I knew you'd come. Miss Camilla! And Missile, too. I'm so glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Mistle, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? That's right. Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Mistle's voice before, when he saved her that time. So that was you, wasn't it, Mistle? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camilla, I'm so glad I was born your little doggy. Hey, Mistle, could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Mistle. Doggy powers. Trick time. Alright, what do I probably need to get to? Yeah. Oh, Sissel, you're here. Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Yeah, guess you wouldn't know in that case. And where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cabanella fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat, and then he sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up, and he would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. Wow, it's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There's a flash of white light, flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Oh boy, sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. Time rewind. Camilla, are you okay? Whoa. Camilla? Hello, Lynn. Or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? Well, I say there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this. Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. The phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls it dead. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution? Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted? To be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago. Feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I've... Conveniently timed explosion. What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh. Got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Look out! Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him, am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jowd as Camilla when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again. You didn't have to add the again part. Again. For the 7th time or whatever. Alright, here we go. Puzzle time. Alright, we're only nothing but success here today. Nothing but success. Can't move anywhere. That makes it easy. Camilla! I gotta wait for that gun. Just gotta waggle that gun in front of me. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Here we go. Now we're in. I want to... That would sort of make some sort of sense, right? It's no use. I can't get... Oh, wait. No, since no one's answering it, I can't do anything. I forgot. I always forget this stupid rule. That's funny. I thought I could use the phone in the past if somebody was calling. What are you talking about? The receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. Well, don't look at me. I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now. Somebody please answer the phone. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. Great. All right, what are my actions here? I can come up here. I can turn a wheel, turn a handle. Let's just scope out things I can do. When's when I turn a wheel, huh? Anything happening? Did that do anything for you? Ah. Ah ha ha. Hey, someone managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed. Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry. Now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jowd. She's right. Better check it out. Hello? Anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. Yeah, we're leaving. You know what? Sure. Let's see what happens. We gotta try it, right? Who knows what we'll find over here. So it must be true what they say, that there are restless ghosts on board. Updatable book. That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Good for him. That's character growth. Who is he calling restless ghosts? Well, it's true neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. Guess that means the fate of this sub has changed slightly. Fate changed. Cecil has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? It's Detective Jowd. What's going on there? Saw this little deal go down once before. In just a moment, the man in red is about to get his Temstick fragment taken away. Trick done. Telephone, valve, turn, waste basket. Oop. Nice. Oh, we probably need to... Wait. Launch me. Oh, but... Oh, no, I'm stuck now. Well... I didn't consider... Won't budge. Maybe it's broken. Oh well, guess I don't have to lower it right now. If I ever have to move it, I could probably get Lynn to do it for me. Well, I mean, should I just try? Great. Nothing's happening. Sure seems like it should do something. Maybe it's just some kind of ornament. Okay. Oh, there's a thing. Oh, what? Oh, it's the thing. Shit. Don't miss it. It's moving. Oh, I forgot to... No. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah. I'm fucking too busy diddling around with the switches that don't do anything. That's all me. I was getting too antsy. Like, I feel like, especially with the mechanics this game has, like, I'm too quickly... I get too antsy about things. I gotta be moving constantly. Kinetic energy needs to constantly be flowing. Alright, I'm waiting. Gotta give this basketball a little love tap. Oh, impeccable timing by me. Ah, the Tumsic fragment. A French, you're mine at last. Ah, the French. The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. Oh, I was like, what is that? What is in the middle of his, like, escape vehicle? Like, where the window thing was? I was like, what is that in there? And it just took me forever to realize it was a bunch of the crew, like, smushed in there. Sissel, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared. With Detective Jowd in it. Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Detective Jowd can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening. Now then, I'd better hurry along before Sissel discovers what he's lost and comes after me. You know, will be his coffin. May it lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Sissel. Nice. Aha! So that's the cause of that giant explosion. Huh? What is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo. It's like... Well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you? Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind. It looks like it plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo is fired. We must do a trick. Eh. I'm in the torpedo. There's no time. It's gonna launch. Don't worry. We can still find a way to stop it. What? How? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope. Why was the I hope at the end the strongest part of that sentence? Okay, here goes. Oh my god. I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. But was this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? Alright, I'm out of joints. Let me see, what do I have? Joint, striker. I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. Spinning black things, right? Apparently, their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. It must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage somehow. This reminds me a lot of, like, in, like, Trauma Center, when you had to use your, like, surgeon skills to dismantle just a bomb. Remember that chapter in Trauma Center? That's what this reminds me of. I have to use my ghost powers to dismantle a torpedo. Alright, so we have multiple things. But only so many things we can actually... A gyroscope, detonator for some reason, stop another gyroscope. Okay, let's just stop it. Bam. Stop this one too, yeah. Oh my god. This looks like just the thing. If we clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. So what does that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. But before we can do that, looks like we have to get something out of the way first, huh? A fucking little rat. Trauma Center's so sick, I've been meaning to replay. Dude, I was talking about Trauma Center, like, recently on stream for some reason. I am heavily considering soon, like, just, I mean, I'd probably have to emulate it, but, like, I really want to play it. If I was to play it, I probably would do the Wii version I never got around to doing, because I think that has the base game and then, like, whatever those extra chapter things are. But I'm always talking up Trauma Center, dude. I need to do a replay. Alright, how the fuck do we get this rat? Operate, striker. What happens if I examine this? This is probably the detonator. Hey, don't press it. The torpedo will explode. Uh-oh. Better be careful. But, you know, there should be a safety device around here somewhere. Safety device, huh? Sounds promising. We have to put the safety on before this thing blows up. A safety. Gyroscope. Joint gyroscope. How the hell do I get the rat to move? This isn't like, why is this rat resisting so much? Why does this rat care? It's a stubborn little thing, isn't it? Quite a worthy adversary. You do know the rat isn't the main focus here, don't you? Okay, true. But until it's out of the way, we can't set the safety device. You're right. If only our missile was here right now. We have to get this little creature to leave somehow. Oh, is timer gonna run out? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gyroscope. Oh, we had to stop them at the same... Crazy. Wacky. Great! We dumped the little creature off. That was just pure luck. That was just pure luck by me. I didn't even solve that. We dumped the little creature off. Wow. Those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. I understand it's the weights and they're... Okay. And they were opposite, so they were keeping it balanced as they were rotating before. So, of course, if you have them on the same... stopped on the same side, then it would... Yeah. Now for that safety device. Right. Safety device, operate the thing, push the button. There, clamp safety device on. We did it! I should keep this torpedo from exploding. But there's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. Can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. Oh, it's lodged. Ooh, what was that noise? Looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine's still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Sissel, we did it! What's the matter? You still look unhappy. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up, but we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Huh? Am I hearing things? Anyway, guess we better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right. I'm worried about Camilla. Ooh, it's the green text. We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Uh-oh. Water's seeping in through the hole where their torpedo hit. I've got to get them out of here. I better go meet up with Lynn. Move! Move your body! Torpedo. Transformer. Starter. Wheel. Medium fan. Start the pistons. The lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. But maybe I can use its movements to help me create a path. That's what I was trying to do. And then we stopped for that dialogue. So can I go? Get me over there. There goes that piston. Lynn. Camilla, you're awake. How do you feel? I'm so sorry. Sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla! Oh, Missile, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come. And Missy is here too. So happy everybody's going to be with me now. We can all die together in our watery death. Camilla! Miss Camilla! I'll get you out of here. If it's the last thing I do. I think I'm gonna cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. I better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here before it's too late. Turn on the light. Boop. Oh, look at that flashlight. It's Sissel. He's here. Oh, flashlight. A random flashlight turns on. Oh, it must be Sissel. It's like how ghosts actually, in theory, interact with the people. If a ghost is with us, please turn on the flashlight. Ka-chink. Make a noise. Pipe creaks. Just ghost things. Just little hashtag just little ghost things. I'm glad you're here, Sissel. Sorry for the wait. Looks like this room is gonna fill up with water fast. We better get out of that door. We better get out that door as quick as we can. We won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. Can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. So the only way out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Zach Baggins will be best friends with Sissel, I think. Dude, I was just about to say, Sissel also kind of like slight himbo energy kind of thing. And so that totally makes sense then. Zach Baggins, Sissel great duo, similar energies. In my opinion. Okay, got it. Let's look up for a path that goes up. Let's look for a path that goes up. Oh, jump. Hey, look at that ladder. Wonder if we can get it down somehow. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, and by the way, yes, I can't swim. Neither can Camilla. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Grown-ass woman who can't swim. God, it was recently on stream, too, where I was saying something about people... I was harshly judging people that can't swim. I'm such a hateful person. Oh, my God. All right. Turn on... flashlight? Turn off flashlight. Probably not needed. Handle. What happens if she waggles the... Hey, can you move, like, the flashlight a little to the left, please? Better leave the flashlight on. If I turn it off now, Lynn won't be able to see. Okay, well. Fuck is she doing then? There must be a switch or something somewhere that lowers the ladder. Provided the person who designed the sub didn't miscalculate the ladder length. Didn't even consider that possibility. And I have to warn you, I can't swim, neither can Camilla. Yeah, you already told me. Okay, it's not like I have missile with me. Missile powers. Where the fuck am I going? Let's turn the handle, see what happens. Turn. Oh, there we go. I'm blowing things. I think that's the off. Well, there's a door here too, but it's stuck or something. Can't open it. I'll leave it to your superhuman strength, detective. Oh, snap. Wait, is that going to keep happening? Why? Wait, stop. Oh, why was I even trying to... Strange. I'm a strange person. I thought for some reason I had to get the hook that way so I could get the switch. You did it, Sissel. Thanks. Boom, 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 boom. God, I love the music in this game. That is easily, so far, my favorite part of this game. Eek! Oh, she almost took a tumble. What was that? Looks like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Huh? Sissel, the flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Hey, I know. You can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. Put me in the fucking flashlight. Wait, can I turn it on? Oh. I thought I was gonna have to get small again and like repair a flashlight. Maybe there was a rat in the flashlight that needed to be moved. Oh, hey, great. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cruel question, considering the circumstances. Now, all we have to do is get to that door and we're safe. Eek. Wow, there goes the flashlight. Man, if they just, like, acted with a little bit of haste, a little bit of speed and urgency, maybe this wouldn't have been the case. Now she's broke her back. Dead. Again. Ow. Permanent spine damage. Permanent spine damage. What happened now? It looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky, or we're dead. We just haven't realized it yet. Come on now, as if the latter could be true. What now? The water sure is rising fast. Come on. Get up there. You'll just have to go up to the top. See how I can help with my ghost tricks. With my little tricks. What am I in? Well. Think I see a familiar flame over there. Sissel, there you are. How's it going? How is it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous the situation is, don't you? Of course. After all, just ask anybody who knows how much I hate taking a bath. Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course! Let's go! I got a shaft, a pipe, some fans. Let's see, large fan. Oh, wow. Fucking missile can go everywhere. I'm just scoping out. I'm scoping out what I got. Some pipes. And Sissel can't do anything right now. Alright, so it's up to the dog. I can switch around some fans. Seems to really be my only... Same. The same background. What would I want to accomplish now? What am I doing? What am I doing by doing this? Am I just swapping things for the sake of it right now? Probably. Seeing if something sticks. I'm not actually being timed though, am I? Let's take a look. Oh, there I go. Thank you for picking me up, Lynn. Uh-oh, I'm stuck down here now. Pistons moving. These pistons sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge. It might be just that. Think you can climb them? If I wasn't holding Camilla, I could probably do it easily. Sissel! You're not telling Miss Lynn to leave poor Miss Camilla behind, are you? You just be quiet for a minute, Missile. These pistons sure do look like they could be used to our advantage. Okay. So it's clear. We probably have to get it, well, I was gonna say in order. So like climb it by like a stairs. situation. Gotta go around, gotta go around. Large. Medium. So medium. Let's just see what happens here. Yup. I'm too pumped about the most simple of puzzles. There, how about that? Wow, this is great. You made a staircase for me. Better hurry. Don't think that water's gonna wait for you. Climb. Faster. God, my brain is so huge right now. I had to have a bounce back. Last stream was upsetting, puzzle-wise. I gotta have a bounce back here. I gotta prove that I'm not useless. Now the steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? And there's no way to go around either. Think you can do something? Of course you can. We have to. All right, so steam bad. Steam very bad. Oh, I see. Oh, I got it. Move. Yeah. This isn't working. I haven't watched, but the Temsic Park chapter with balls was hot garbage. You mean you're coming to my defense, right? Okay, so yeah, if you didn't catch the last part, the two puzzles we did in the last stream really got to me. And the two puzzles were the balls thing in the park, and then the second puzzle on that part is the fucking how they changed the mechanic. They changed the mechanic on you, where you have to wait to the very end, right before the timer's done, to then see the bullet get launched. And then you swap with the bullet, with the hat that you've propped up on the hook. And like, I get it, now that it's over, that's an interesting concept. But like, you're trained throughout the whole rest of the game. You're trained the whole rest of the game to like, change things before the timer goes down to 0 or whatever. So like, why would I intentionally let it run out just to see something? I don't need to dig up past trauma or anything, but like, Jesus. I just was not a fan of that. And yeah, the fucking, the globe thing, that also got me. That one makes me less upset. I mean, it still similarly stumped me. But the fucking letting the countdown go to 0 to see the bullet get launched. That one upset me. That one actually... that one, did a thing to me. Let me see. The bullet, yeah, I was stuck there because I thought the folded hat and book was going to be the shape of the bullet, not the shapely hat. Yeah. There was also, someone else in chat that day said, that, and I also brought up the point that, like, you couldn't, in this, at least in this remastered version, you couldn't see what the shape of the actual bullet is. And I made a mostly silly point that I was like, well, it's kind of stupid that you can't see what the shape of the bullet is to kind of like train, or to try to like see what it is you're supposed to be matching. I mean, all you would have to go off is based on what you know of, like, a bullet shape is. But, like, apparently I was told, someone in chat said that, like, in the original DS version, on, I think, maybe the bottom screen or something, you could see what the shape of every object is. And it's not just, like, covered by, like, the big old flame thing. Because that was my main thing. It was like, oh, the bullet is... All you could see was, like... Can you see my mouse here? It was just the flame. So you couldn't even see the bullet. It was because it was so tiny. And you're like, well, okay. Just a couple of things where, like, you know, I love making the smallest of gripes. Never take them too seriously. I like complaining for the sake of complaining sometimes. But honestly, clean it up. Get your act together, developers. I need my puzzle games to be clean. To be clean and thought out all the way through. Okay, I'm getting stuck here. Start mixing pipes here. Are there, like, good pipes? Look at this. If I swap the pipes, changes how the steam comes out, huh? Oh, I get it. Because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? So each pipe sprays out the steam in a different way, eh? I bet that'll come in handy. Okay, so we just gotta mix the pipes. Who's this? Yeah, that would have been helpful. I swear I wasted an hour thinking it was like an elongated bullet shape, not the round hat shape. Yeah, because, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's the other part of what I was trying to say. Is like, I don't know how this game... Because the whole point of the mechanic with the dog is that you just match shapes, no matter how big or small they are, right? The scale doesn't matter, it's the shape. But, like, I don't know how this game's cartoon stylistic bullet shape is going to look like. And it's tiny, and I couldn't see it at all. It was a flame. I'm just saying. And so then, yeah. So yeah, it's the part that went up this morning. And it was back-to-back puzzles where I was just complaining about things. Mostly just having fun, but, like, it was the globe thing that got me, and the bullet thing, and having to wait to the timer to go all the way to 0. Also, someone in chat told me, like, oh, there was, like, a line or something that was dropped that kind of hinted that you needed to wait to see the bullet get shot. But, like, read? Me? Read? It's less likely than you think, you know? I don't know how to read. Alright, I need to see how the steam is spitting out. Oh, stop, water, stop. Stop. I'm looking at the steam. Here comes the water again. Oh, I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, Missile, it's too salty. I think the more relevant point is that he's dead, so he can't drink it. Whatever, just do something about the steam. Leave it to me, Miss Lynn. Shiver. Chills. Thanks, Missile. Alright. How do I wanna... I probably wanna move... Trying to... There we go. Is there a pipe? Oh, that's no good. This one sucks. This pipe sucks. Is there a 5th pipe somewhere? Like up here? Is it just these 4? I think this one is to be here. No, this one also bad. I'm looking at the steam and I'm panicking. Let me see. Down, down. If it sprays down, I assume it's fine. These two spraying down. Oh, for fuck's sake. She's gonna die. I'm killing Lynn. Oh no, the water's getting really close now. Not that I can see all that well with all the steam here. Missile will switch the pipes around so you can get across. That's right, don't give up, Miss Lynn. Back is really starting to hurt. Okay. Oh, God, I wish I could see the steam in this screen. God. I have no object permanence. Okay, this one needs to go. Wait, can I turn off? Can I, like, get... Is this purely a dog, or can I go... I might be ruining my whole playthrough by doing this. I don't think I can get Sissel up there. Oh, she's dead. Oh! It's funny. I think the ghost trick gods are coming to get me. I start failing the puzzles as soon as I start talking about the bullshit puzzles from last stream. They're punishing me. You couldn't take a little warm mist? Hey, that was no warm mist. It was boiling hot steam. Anyway, looks like you're the key player for this one missile. But I don't think my powers alone are going to be enough. See, I think I have to get Sissel up there to turn the thing off. Lynn's like, I can't believe you fucking killed me, Austin. Okay, I think I have to get... Oh, wait. Can I turn it off? Oh, see? That's what I was trying to do. Wait, why was... Wait. Wait. Why is Sissel up here now? How did I get him down before? And I was stuck down there. So now why is he able to be up here now? Did the game just say, hey, we're gonna do you a solid and send him up there for you? I think that's what happened. See, I was fucked because I couldn't get... I had the idea that I had to turn off the thing, but... That's it. See? Wait, so how were you supposed to get Sissel up there before the reset? Come on, man! What the hell? Okay, I think the thing is... Let me see which one of these pipes is not sending... Yeah. I think it's this and this. Oh, shit. Switch this. There we go. That one's down. Did it. I knew I had to use Sissel there. But, like, Sissel was stuck. He was stuck in the thing. I was trying so hard to get him up there. There. How does that look? Looks great. All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay. It's not far now. Try to move forward. 1 out of 5 game. Okay, but I'm very glad to know that I wasn't the only one who had that happen. It's not just me. Look up there. If I can just make it to that door, we can escape. Now, how in the world am I going to get up there? Don't yell at me. If you want to yell, you can yell at me. Missile. How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just did. Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with. Yes, something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her over, so... glide her ever so gently to the top with. Hey, are you being sarcastic? Move. Move, dog. Ka-chunk. Get that to her. Ride it. Ride me. Ride me. Alright, now this is what I'm talking about. Okay, raise away. Oh, she almost slipped. God, Lynn's such an action woman. Sorry, I can't do it. Open it, hurry. Is that any way to ask for something? Does my brain get confused with all the L1, R2? Yeah, dude, throughout this whole playthrough, I've been hitting... There have been stretches where I just start hitting all the buttons, waiting for the one thing I'm looking for to, like, work. It's mostly... The biggest problem I have is... hitting... I'll hit R1 instead of L1 and then nothing happens. But then I hit L1 a bunch when I'm trying to do R2 to just switch this once they introduce this mechanic. It's a mess. That's less on the game's fault. That's just my brain doesn't... I don't instantly think, like... Open it. It's no use. I can't budge it. It must be stuck. Oh no! Oh shit. No! This way. Oh. Eek. It's the trash claw. It's the claw made out of all the trash in the ocean or whatever. What just happened? Can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea. But I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light. Light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. Ray? Hint, hint, maybe? God, I'm going to be so right. I'm going to be proven so right or so wrong soon. I'm going to... Hello. Hello, hello, hello. New illustration. Music. Final struggle. Nice. New illustration. Great. Save. Yeah. 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 Continue playing. Yeah. Chapter 17. The upended submarine continues to sink slowly, but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them, but at the very last second... Excuse me. But at the very... Sorry about that. At the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? Eek. Oh my god. Oh, that's really good looking. That's very funny. I like that. I see you managed to survive, detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Sissel, look at you. What happened? Can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. Can't remember who you are. That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel. My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind, a memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer. One step closer to the edge. To the truth. Kind of like garbage robot person. It's good design. Good design there. They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. Its engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hole. There's a hole in the hole. Hole. And it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had to deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temsic fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah, that meteorite's radiation has 2 effects on living creatures. Did I have any trouble today? No, man. 100% success rate on the puzzle so far. Easy peasy, 150%. Yeah, that meteorite's radiation has 2 effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects, and in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently, there are individual differences in the powers we get, and it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what it does? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? On that day 10 years ago, a fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So, of course, I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Bark, bark, bark. Oh, I forgot that scene. Just run over. Aren't the Temsic remnants still right there in the park? At the bottom of the crater? You're right. So, that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite? One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? This is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? Contradictory existence. That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What? My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive, not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with the scalpel. So I guess, as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Wow. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsic. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And, as it turns out, I was one of the targets as well. So they stole my Temsic fragment, and here I am. But they had one more, final target. You, detective. Me? If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay, but I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course, you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off. The first shot missed the mark. Oh. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha! The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back, no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. No end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsic meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought they would find you would find out about Temsic sooner or later. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no! There are no cores that link from here to the water's surface. I have an idea. We look up the phone line and there are no communication cables down this deep. It meant for the submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling. Cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. Oh, Lynn. Empathy. Lynn? Question mark. Camilla? Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, no, go back to sleep. If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsic fragment and escape? If that's what they wanted. Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. This will tell us where Detective Jowd is. That present from the inspector in white. That's right. Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers, right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Trick done. Do the tricks. Get in the bottle. Torpedo room. The torpedo room, hey? Or, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're gonna use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. I don't want to blow Detective Jowd up, but something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, see you there then. Looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. Guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me! I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. Beep, boop, beep, boop. And I just turned on the backup power. We gotta be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck! Get a valve, turn valve, switch won't budge, maybe it's broken, but I don't think the entire device is broken though. It would probably work just fine if only I could move the switch. Just have to find a way to move it somehow. But I can't do it with my powers alone. How do I switch? Switch. 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 I just keep saying switch. Switch. Can I not switch? Phone line to the engine room isn't working right now. All that water probably damaged the line. Guess I don't need to go back there anyway. Okay. Let me just recheck this again. Okay, that's not a... Alright, switch. Switch. If I just keep saying it, it'll eventually work. No, I didn't mean to do it. How's it going there? I'm just calculating the command room's coordinates now. I have to put in a slight offset, though. Don't want to blow it up. Sure, Detective Jab would appreciate that. Well, leave this to me. Good luck with loading the missile. Okay, thanks. Hit the other button. I'm just looking at, you know, instead of solving the puzzle. Minor crew hand. Nice. Okay. Do I have to talk to him first? What happened to these two ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? There's no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength missile? Me? Of course I will. Count on it. Ah, I had to talk to Missile first. Get his ass in gear. Missile, wake up. Your powers are needed. Missile, do something. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. All set on this end too. But something's odd. What is it? The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. Wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Right, okay. Hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. I've already set the torpedo's course. I'll head toward the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, go past by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Missile. Missile? I'm sorry. I can't go. What? I just can't. How can I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sissel. Alright. Way to not be a team player. Jesus. I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I can't. You're a failure to me, Missile. Thanks for nothing. I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn. You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen. And that's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never, ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla? I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw the switch. Oh man, is this game actually going to make me do like a timing thing? 12 seconds. All right, we're ready. Oh, how bad could I fuck this up, you know? How bad? How bad? Sissel? Yes? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promised, little lady. Of course we will. I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes, then. Good luck, friend. Yeah, if it didn't have 2 cores, we'll just send Missile there. I'm sure Missile can solve it by himself. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light, of hope, reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, 12 seconds are up. Oh, I timed it so perfectly. Detective Jowd. I bet that big masked man did this. I'm going to fight him. Better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is going to do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd. Talk to Detective Jowd. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. Oh, I can't believe you made it here. How is Camilla? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine Yonoa. So the submarine is badly damaged. Why would he do that to his own submarine? Wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You? You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you... Yomiel? Yomiel? Yomile? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? Meow. Meow. That's right. But those people on the Yonoa were calling you Sissel. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective Jowd? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know? Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. So I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multidimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. Doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine that kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then, one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room, took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yumil. Yomile. One of those. 10 years ago. Look at that meteorite. My soul was split from my body. I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed, I existed in this world. No question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. Yomael. Possibly, yeah. In fact, it only made it worse. That's the unfortunate thing about me having to do games where I have to read on stream. Everyone reads things in their heads, but they don't know. I want it to disappear. Yomiel. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was a twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them. But what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life. I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot. And the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. Completely man-made life. That's right, I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response, in the end, was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temsic was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all this? None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsic meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanel and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then, they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Surveillance, huh? Just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. And this freak. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. Yeah. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsic meteorite. And, lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsic meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now? But we promised! We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them. And we can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Rewind time. So, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There is only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. By the way, I am not human, Detective. I am a remote control robot, Detective. What? Any theories on Sissel, by the way? No. I have absolutely no theories on Sissel. Head empty. Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith like to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Quack, quack, quack. Now it's time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Camilla, forgive me. Oh, brutal. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. Possibility of turning the situation around. Where are we headed? We're not headed anywhere, Detective. We'll run out of fuel soon and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. Okay, I gotta go to the restroom here real quick. So I'm just gonna let this music be playing. I'm gonna throw up a beer break. Give me like 2 or 3 minutes here. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's see. He goes, huh? Huh? What is it, detective? Look at your, yo, here, I'll try what you say. Yo Miel shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Oh, he's got no aura. Damn, what an insult. That was a dumb joke. Of course there isn't. The Temsic fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped, thanks to the power of Temsic. His body cycled between the moments that separate his life and death. Right, but not anymore. Temsic fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsic fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So, let's see. That means we can go back. Back to 4 minutes before your death. But, wait a minute. Exactly when is that death? That's simple. We'll find out when we get there. Let's move! Oh shit. It's gonna go far, right? A long journey. This goes back to my caveman theory. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and then I saw it, the final death, at the end of this long night. All you gotta do is find the remains of a caveman, and then you possess their body, their core, and then you go back to caveman times. And really go back, really reset the timeline. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. No, man. Are we in the final chapter then? Some new illustrations. Look at that. That's good. I love that. Sissel is a caveman? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. So true. Alright, final chapter. Let's go! When was Yomal's death? It was 10 years ago, when the Temsic meteorite fell. I'm gonna change how I say that name every time now. I'm not gonna stick with one thing. It's too late at this point. It was 10 years ago when the Temsic meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Baby Lynn. It's ready! Plunger? Hold it! Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Now just calm down. Drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Meow, 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 meow. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoot, you might get hurt. That's what it is. Sissel was originally a plunger. That makes a lot of sense. Are you okay? You're all right now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. So that's a Temsic meteorite, eh? It's beautiful, looking at it from this angle. Changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temsic from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Zhao? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. Wait. I mean, maybe I'm overthinking, or I'm not thinking of something, but couldn't they save him from the meteorite and potentially stop him from getting shot by this guy? I mean, do both. It's fine. No matter how the future might change, the fact will never get away. That fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Okay, let's get started. Oh man, I have a bad feeling this puzzle is going to be like super difficult to me. It's the final puzzle. It's going to be balls hard. Alright, get into the plunger, quickly. Get into the plunger, quickly. It's the key to everything. Roasted sweet potato. Huh? What in the world is this thing? Oh boy, you even forgot what a sweet potato is? It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good. Let me take a look at that. Huh? I mean, I see this one. Yeah. Alright. It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good. There's nothing like them on a cold winter's day. They're sweet and they smell delicious. These guys sure are making me want to try one. It's cut in half. I mean, sure, maybe. What was she doing? Roasting it in the pile of leaves? Am I dumb? Oh my god. Alright, yeah, no, we're fine. It's great. I can't get distracted. Turn up the headphones. Turn it up in my headphones! She's Lucio. What are you doing? You're gonna hurt poor Lynn's ears. Poor Miss Lynn's ears, I mean. I'm sorry, wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. Excellent. Potato in the ground. Dog. Basket. Nozzle? Yeah. Nozzle? Yeah. Also nozzle. Post lantern. Oh, we gotta tip the basket. There's a... Get that sweet potato. Like I said, the fucking... everything... Oh. Shit. Yep. No. Fuck. Stop. I got the potato up there. Ah. Well, now, ever since the last stream where the solution was like a thing that I'd wait to the final second, like the thing to fail, I basically had to get to the fail screen. Now I feel like that could happen anytime. Did I miss my chance on the spraying? Did I mistime my spray? I thought my timing was good. It sprayed when the thing was on it. What are you talking about? When's the timing? Here we go. Spray. Just wait. Yeah. I swear I kind of did that the first time. I couldn't even lie correctly. My body involuntarily said kinda right before I did that the first time. I couldn't even. Wait, post lantern, potato. It's gotta be maybe spray the middle. Okay, wait. Trying to see how I want to plan this out. Oh, look at that sweet potato. That big, scary sweet potato. That's not a sweet potato missile. That's Mino. Oh, right, of course. Come on, just let me do the thing. But look at them, the potato and Mino. Right now, they both have the same shape. So you're saying you could swap them, huh? Good idea, missile. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna need your help. My help? Yes, I got this. Now, what did I accomplish? I don't know. That was quite a sight to see. Looks like this park just got a new feature. Oh, I'm dying. But neither one of them even glanced this way. No, I got it before the game told me. Don't diminish my accomplishments, all right? I've had problems in this game. I need to take the wins that I solved. You know what I mean? I solved it. Don't take this away from me. Don't diminish. Don't rob me of my valor. Guess that's not surprising, seeing as even a meteorite didn't distract them. Hey, it was a desperate situation. Kill or be killed. And Yomieliel is killed right after this by the meteorite. Well, now that the park is a new feature. Me when my chat hates me. It's honestly deserved. Can we use it to your advantage in any way? First appearance of life challenge. Okay, shit. I was too focused on everything else that I didn't really understand or be what was being told to me. Oh, I gotta, like, block. Can I? It's no use. I can't get any water to come out. Well, we can see why not. Yeah, overwhelming presence of Mino there. If only we could use it to our advantage somehow. our advantage. I gotta get it, like, just slightly higher. Can you take me higher? I can't move now. Headphones. Roasted sweet potato. Fuck, I should have been paying attention to what was being said. Shouldn't I have? Ah, fuck. I mean... I mean, it's got to be something with the dog. Or we just talk. Oh, poor Miss Lynn. I'm sorry. If you're so sorry, then put her down. All right, now, Miss Lynn. I was just really out of my head that day. Well, we can talk about all this later. Something meteorite's gonna fall soon. Before that happens, I have to think of a way to do something about that fragment. And I'll do everything I can to help too. Yeah, I'm so close to everything. Basket? Oh boy. I can't move this. I need to stop switching to him because he can't do shit now. Sweet potato. Sweet potato off to the side. Oh shit, things are happening. It's not time for that meteorite to come down. Oh, we have to change the fragment's path somehow. Looks like both paths and fates can be difficult things to change. There has to be a way. If we work together, you and me, I thought we'd be able to do something. Thought. That's funny. I wonder why he's using the past tense. Did I have to time it better? Was there all right, let's regroup, everyone. No panic. No panic. I'm not scared. All right, sweet potato. Get it in the sweet potato. It's so weird when the music cuts out because of the timer thing. Sweet potato. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons constantly. Am I locked out of changing things once I spray? Try this again. Potato. Quite a sight to see. But neither of them wanted to glance this way. I guess that's not surprising, since even a meteorite didn't distract them. It was a desperate situation. Newman was killed right after this by the meteorite. One of the park has a new feature. Can we use it to our advantage in any way? Okay, so the only thing I changed there was... broken post lantern. So I swapped only the potato instead of... But again, that still traps Sissel. The artist formerly known as Sissel. I would assume there's some, but I am locked out. I assume it's got to be... Let me try one more thing. Bear with me. We're not panicking. I'm not going to panic. Hitting the wrong button. Oh, should I have... I always forget that I need to... Ow. Ow. I think I have to... Damn it. I think I gotta... I don't know anything. No, I hit the wrong button again. Now I'm... You know, when I start randomly hitting the wrong buttons, that's when you know I'm actually... I've started the flustered. Okay, so dog out of the way. Sissel. Rock. Potato. Get in here. Get back into potato. Swap. So what would happen... I'm experimenting. If I... If I just swap... So it does lower a bit, but I mean... God, if Missile could just extend just slightly larger. I'm trying to think. Fuck, what am I missing? I got this. I'm gonna get this. Just swap those for whatever reason. Is it something where, like... Could I have sprayed... This is an insane idea. I don't think this is how it's going to work. Once you spray the potato, you can't spray further to make it change direction slightly, can you? Like, if you wanted to make it move left or right a bit more. No, it's a very weak stream. In the potato. I don't think you... I think you gotta switch Mino second. But what? It has something to do with... Does it have something to do with the fact that the item falls over to the left? Does it mean... I think the final goal is getting Big Mino thing onto this post. Blocking meteorite. How does one do that? Unless it's... Okay. Let me experiment again here. No, go down, please. No, fuck. Fuck, I thought I hit it. Can you do anything as a sweet potato up here? No. Okay. I had to try that out. But now I'm kind of stranded up there. Well... Just a moment. You're the one who needs to wake her up, Sissel. Really doesn't want me to turn up the headphones. Turn it up in my headphones. What am I missing? Damn. It's probably something really stupid, isn't it? It always is. It's whack. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. Serious for a final puzzle that I also stumbled on. It's whack. I gotta solve it then. We gotta do the thing. All right. If I'm, oh well, if I know it's whack, then I gotta start thinking outside the box. Yeah. Be an arcane secret. I'm thinking. That's not. See, I always hit the button. Stay inside the box. Let me think. Did I actually there? Maybe something... Wait, I might be overthinking this. Wait. Wait a sec. Where's... Wait, no way. Oh my... it's my... Oh, no. No, no, no! I had... Oh, I'm not beating the allegations, dude. Wait, so the problem I fucked up with is my natural inclination is to just unpause time. So normally, like, you change a thing and then you want to see the reaction it causes, and that's my downfall, is that I unfroze time. For fuck's sake. Damn, I'm an idiot. See, every time I've gotten, like, snagged up on a puzzle in this game, I actually know what I'm trying to accomplish. There's just, like, one dumb little... I don't even want to call it mechanic. It's just one dumb little thing that I'm, like, either, like, not realizing or, like, not, like, just taking a second and changing how I do a thing. Am I mistaken that they forced the time to start the first time you swapped Mino? Is that why we both didn't get it? I think that might be true, because I didn't... I think that is the... Because I wouldn't have done it... I'm pretty sure... God, now I'm trying to remember exactly. Did I unpause time? I don't think I did the first time. So that would make sense why I would have gotten confused. Damn. Game doing us dirty. If that's the case. I say if that's the case. Oh, look. The lamppost is bending. But it hasn't broken yet. Really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It just might hold out for a little while longer. If I recall, the Temsic fragment smashed through. This game just loves to screw over the player with weird little technicalities, you know? If that's the case. The Temsic fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its own. But if Mino sits firmly in its way, then fate should change. Here it comes. There. How's that? It gets deflected. Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little. It's gonna hit the cat or something, isn't it? Meow! Now Yomil's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? In its path? It's the... Oh no! Oh, no! It's the potato! Oh, shit. Ooh, right in the groin. What the fuck? Oh, maybe his leg. Ooh. Detective Chowd. Temsic fragment shot through his leg. What? But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Come on, put it down. Huh? Chowd, put the gun down now. If you don't, you're going to shoot him. I don't know if it's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down. Bang. No. I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen. Missile. The bullet is stopped in... Oh, no. It's the bullet and stopped in midair thing again. Oh, man. we're doomed to repeat. Yeah, go. I'm here inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something. What? With what? Detective Chowd. The meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Is it the gun in it? Is it the bullet in his leg? No. Is it the headphones? Is it, sweet potato? Ha! Oh! Ooh, just, is that piercing through his back? Ooh. Oh no, we stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead? I'm just unconscious. Okay. So your fate of death has changed, but still. This fate is just too painful to watch, in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Oh, no. Look out! Wake up! You gotta get out of there! Damn it, my leg won't work. It's all over. We're out of time. Miss Lynn! It's not over yet. But there isn't anything else to swap with. Why don't we just let it play out and then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen, not if I can help it. But what can we do now? Even if we work together. I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Sissel and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yo mio! Yo mio! Sissel, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. Just trust me. Let's go. Alright, try to move her there. Now, gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. Spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you only have a split second. Okay, now do it! Got it! Now, it's your turn, Mistle. What? Me? But what can I do? Mistle, open up your fucking eyes. I think you know the answer to that. Okay, got it. You can swap them. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. But even if I swap them, it'd still be right above Miss Lynn. Don't worry. Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Mino. What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn? You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right. I'm going to save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Alright, that could have been handled. Oh, well. Ye gods. I mean, I feel like that could have been done slightly less death kind of way. Slightly smarter way. But who am I to judge? Ah, you're awake. Hey, mister, is your knee okay? Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. You see a horrified, mangled, smashed body. He's like, don't look back there. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... What's that? This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. A detective's badge? Thanks. Okay, you know what to do, little detective. I only just now understood what you meant by that. Hey, if the game just wants to spell out how to do the final puzzle thing, that, I mean, it was pretty obvious anyway, but honestly, I'll just fucking take it. Just tell me what you want to move, where I should go. It's fine. I need apparently all the help I can get. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But, you know, I'm glad it happened. Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there. Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kind of limp. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. Doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Meow. Well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel's. Sissel? The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years. You were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend. I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Hold it! Meow, 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 meow. Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoot, you might get hurt. Somebody, please reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at the time. I'd lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. No recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory, went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. took control of my body, and I hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you. Yumao. Yumiel. Yumiel." A man named me Cecil. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then, after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. Black cat. I was possessing Cecil then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away, after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend? Look at that cat move. Cecil was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Cecil, there inside the bag, was dead. What? Oh, the first shot? I wasn't able to control her completely. Oh, Lynn is a cat murderer. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Cecil inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It's because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But, as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But, even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean? I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate, and I can just bet. And I can just bet you the fate of the woman you loved has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? So, you mile. It looks like you're playing for revenge and ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camille again. So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. Most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel? Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It'll be like we never met. So, before that happens, I just want to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. It's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right? Yo-yo meal. Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yamil. Sissel! Are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Sissel, I'll never forget you! I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning. And now, we're each going back to our own new present. We say goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Wait! Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Oh my god. Before I cease to exist! Oh, it's you. Yes, it is I, Ray, the character you thought was important this whole time. Because I was the only other thing that you could have ascribed some kind of role to. In case you have forgotten again, thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I am really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. Who is Ray? You changed the fates of many people tonight. the first of which was hers. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. Oh boy. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. In the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw toward his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that. The powers of the dead. But how? He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. But with all that you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But, unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. Little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in the red and the man with the... He was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then, he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. So that was you, huh? The biggest twist! That's right, it's me! I'm Missile! 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own, so you decided to wait those 10 years out. Exactly. And then, at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I'd grown old and my powers were weak, so I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second, you were able to manipulate that desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't! Huh? From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do. Like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power, especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before on that night the first time around. We what? We met before. Pay attention! From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the ghost world paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on edge, and I could tell you. That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well. You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. Sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. It's kind of fucking rude. And then you disappeared. Way over the telephone line. Way over. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time I would use that desire of yours to your mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to Yomiel. What? I gave you the information you need to know to set you in the right direction, and then I gave you a time limit. Time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have been all over. Then, you mean, the thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that. Completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. But I just wanted to let you use your time wisely. Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Missile. I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. God, Missile remains the best character in this game. Missile. So you waited and waited these 10 long years. And all for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course! Because that's what doggies do! Now then, farewell, Sissel! And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present. Huh? How come it's dark? Uh-oh. I'll just turn on the lights here. Oh no, I'd have some like, uh-oh. PTSD. Oh, I didn't get spawn. Heh. Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Cute. Yippee! It worked! But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made the surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Zhao. Dad, you're home! Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges too. Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. Haha. How long are you gonna keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is a symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny, somehow. Destiny, eh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. Oh, that you will, that you will. Meow. Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're the same little kitten. That's right, the very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Sissel. Sissel. Seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Sissel likes you, Lynn. Oh, she's not dead. Dead mom, dead mom. Alright, everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom! I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you to here somehow, too. And so we meet again, Sissel. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. Scarfing. I guess I really am a cat. Suits me just fine to curl up and watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives as they unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Yay! Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn! Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Hey, Missile, I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby! Oh, pasta. Credits. Got a pep in his step. There. How do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective just like Inspector Cabanela. What kind of example is the Inspector providing for his men? Oh, not the feet guy. Ugh. Here's your food, gentlemen. Memory, what are you doing here? I heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today. So you took on a part-time job here again, just so you could eavesdrop? Oh, you have no idea the lengths I go to reach my goals. La la la, I've never cooked this way before. So exotic, so exciting. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and fenugreek. Oh, I fucked up. Is this really necessary, this new curry chicken menu item? Oh, but our new best customer requested. Now good luck with the taste testing. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? That guy. Mr. Floppyhead himself. Are you sure we really need all these explosives? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said. Wait a minute, 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. The logistics of that type of head is very concerning. I must say. So this is where you work, huh, Papa? That's right, sweetheart. Darling husband, don't you have any ideas all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories. The indiscretions of a minister, perhaps? No, must you talk that way in front of a darling? Yes, naughty mine, oh my darling husband. This deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say these grapes are quite good, my man. Do you know I best grab the bar of the sea, sir? Be forewarned, sir. Egad! Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now. Dead. Dead status. I don't know. Love piece of pigeons. Long live rock and roll. Stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here. Of course, this guy. Today's the day, you know. It's finally getting out. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. And let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomachache. We call it Dance Away the Pain. Oh, I'm real interested in that one. Think you can show it to me, say, next week? You got it? 10 long years, Yomil. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. Thank you, Sissel. I know, wild. Nice. Meow. Cute. Well, I can definitely see why this game has a cult-like status, cult game status, especially from back in during like the DS era of games. I can definitely see its appeal. Most of the gameplay issues weren't big issues like 15 years ago. Yeah, it goes back to kind of what we probably talked about even earlier, like I hate even calling like anything I bumped into as like a gameplay issue necessarily. It's just like I mean, it's fine. I made mountains out of molehills basically throughout this game, mostly for just dramatic effect, but yeah, if anything, it's just what I've talked about previously. Like, when it comes to puzzle games, I think as the genre has sophisticated slightly in the video game space, like, I think gameplay wise, like, there's some things that have been, I say things, that's not really describing, but like, there's some logic things and stuff like that have, like, I think just in the genre have been kind of smoothed out a bit. But I don't want, like, I don't want what to be thought as, like, me walking away from this game being like, oh, it kind of sucked kind of thing. Like, I definitely don't want to come across as that kind of, like, type situation at all. For sure. A new background, nice. Alright, let's take a look at some of this stuff. That's a good one. Remember when that happened? Oh, that's a cute picture. I'd assume these are like beta images, like in progress, like character designs. Oh, I like this hat one on the far right. Look at that little detective cap. I also like the really thick, like, white rimmed glasses. Detective Kaplan looks a bit too serious. Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. Oh, look at this one. Oh, okay. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, some of those. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. 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 How many images are there? Oh my god, there's a lot. Alright, we'll go quick through them. You get like 2 seconds of a glance. God, do I wish I could read Japanese to see what all these splits are about. But yeah, I think, like I said, I think it makes sense why this game was so loved, especially during that era. Like, this game does just scream, like, DS era, one-off type game. You know, they were just making, like, some of the larger, you know, game companies were funding, like, just more interesting, like, little side experiences on a system like the DS. And, like, this game has this great, like, characterization, some really fun characters. Like I said, I think the music is really solid. Even if I want to take away, like, maybe some of the frustrating, just individual little tiny moments in the gameplay, the puzzles themselves were whatever they were. They're not, like, you know, they're just move around type puzzles, right? They're like, I don't know how to describe it so well, but it's like, it's nothing too complex or involved, right? Like, they're simplistic, I think, for intentionally. As if they weren't, like, designed to be, like, complex. So plunger. I can't unsee a plunger. All right, what are the... What is this? What is this? Oh, yeah. All right, what is ghost puzzles? What are these? Yes. Yes. Slide puzzles. I've always talked about this. I'm actually really bad at slide puzzles. Like, laughably bad. Fuck. I mixed up even. Like, I always understand what I'm supposed to do in slide puzzles, but then I fuck up. I need to solve at least one of these fucking things. I'm so bad. Like, the logic behind slide puzzles is like an actual thing. There's like a tried and true method of how you're supposed to like move things. And I just don't have like the spatial anything. I am but a humble dumb. The hint just gives you the numbers. That's funny. What are you gonna We have other things to do today. I love how that's the end of this playthrough. me just throwing my hands up and being like, I don't want to do the slide puzzle. I don't want to do the slide puzzle right now. Ah, that's good though. That was good. That was a fun game. That was a fun playthrough. For sure. What is this? Avert fate without any deaths after the final fate change. Complete all 5x5 ghost puzzles. No. 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 Alright, I don't think I need to throw up a BRB. I think I'm just gonna easily switch. I think we can finish the Super Scout today as well. I still have the rest of this afternoon here.